drink. I've had 2 of them, and yeah, bear with me. So, hello, my name is Whiatker. Thank you all for coming out to see me and listening to my story.
Louder.
Wouldn't that suck if that was the whole thing? That's all I did. But see, now I can screw up, and no matter how bad it is, at least it's not me doing that. So yeah, I am Benny from Wax, Finding Asheville. Asheville blog, findingasheville.com, by the way. When I first started thinking about what I was going to talk about, what I was going to do, it was almost Father's Day, so I thought I would talk about my dads. I have 2 of them. I have a biological dad. My parents split up, and she met a wonderful man named Dan Helms. He was my stepdad, and he became my other dad. So I was blessed with 2 dads. Yeah. Is that a little better? Yeah. Okay. So one thing my stepdad, one of the things I remember was my grandparents on my mom's side were very, very religious, and my stepdad asked my grandfather if he would give his blessing to marry them, and my grandfather said, "No, I'm sorry. With my beliefs, I can't. I can't give my blessing." And my stepdad said, "Okay." You know, a lot of guys would just like flip out or get mad or leave or whatever. My stepdad just looked at and said, "Okay, will you be my friend?" And my grandfather said, "Yeah, I do that." And so that was really cool. One of the first times I knew that he really cared about me, that he was more than just, you know, some guy who married my mom. We were outside, and there was an electric fence. And so he said, "Why don't you touch the pole? Not the actual fence part, but the pole." And I was really young, I didn't know. I was like, "No, that'll shock me. No, just touch it, I dare you." "No, I don't want to touch it. Just do it." So I touched it, nothing happened. And he looked at me and said, "You really think I'd let anything bad happen to you?" And that's just always stuck with me. And my dad, my biological father, he had a lot of issues. Battled a lot of demons, but I know that he loved me a lot. One story that really sticks with me is when I was real young, I would see him on the weekends, and he would take me back home. And so one weekend, we were done with the visit, and I get out of the car, he gets out of the car, he gives me a great big hug, and mid-hug, he said, "I'm proud of you." And, "What for?" And it was almost like he was surprised that I asked. He's like, "For being my son." And that's just always stuck with me. Dan and my dad both tried to teach me a lot of different stuff. They were very different guys, but they had me in common. They both cared about me, both tried to teach me a lot of stuff. Didn't always work. You know, they said, "Don't comb your hair too much or you'll go bald." "Don't touch it or you'll go blind." "Don't procrastinate. Always get your stuff done ahead of time." I wrote these today. Yeah. Don't get too caught up in your video games and TV shows and movies and stuff like that. This is the Avengers. Dress for success. Always try to look nice. And nailed it. This is just a picture of a pig. I don't know what that's doing in there. Sorry. They both taught me a lot, or at least tried to. A lot about a lot of different stuff, just life, how to be a better man, you know. And but I guess overall, if they had a specialty or whatever you call it, is Dan tried to teach me to use my brains, and my dad taught me to use my heart. You know, Dan was always go to school, and went to the bathroom, which is a little odd because I just walked a quarter mile in the woods. But went to the bathroom, lifted the lid, and there was there was a squirrel in the toilet. The good news is I did what I went in there to do. But yeah, there was a squirrel in the toilet. It turns out, I don't know if you guys know, we call them boomers, like little miniature squirrels, basically. Like a rat with a really fluffy squirrel tail. But apparently it had crawled in or climbed in the vent up on the roof and kind of got lost and just wandered around through the pipes and got up to the toilet and had sadly passed away in my parents' bathroom. Now what that means is my stepdad went to the bathroom, found a dead squirrel in his toilet, and said, you know what? I'm gonna go put this in Benny's bathroom. So yeah, that tells you a lot about my stepdad. And my dad, he was a big practical joker. There was I was sitting on a log and he threw a firecracker right behind me. And again, I didn't mean to, but I did what I went to the bathroom to do. Took me snipe hunting. If you've never been snipe hunting, it's awesome. Find someone who's been and ask them to take you. It's awesome. And then there was the phone call. This was one of those deals where I didn't laugh until way after it happened. But I'm sitting at home one day. I'm grown at the time. Phone rings, answer it. I hear my dad. Son. Oh shit! What's wrong, Dad? What is it? What's going on? Son. Oh God, he's having a heart attack, or he's in a wreck and he's trapped, or something. What in the hell, Dad? What's going on? What is it? Son, I just wanted you to know I'm getting my dick sucked and it's great. Absolutely true. That really happened. And I don't know if that was really happening when he called. But knowing my dad, yes. I was horrified until like years later. I was looking back on it and I thought about that, and I just died laughing. I mean, for someone to call you up in the middle of oral, their own son, call you up. Oh, guess what I'm doing? Good for him. The man was a comedic god, as far as I'm concerned, just because of that. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been speaking in the past tense for both of them. Both of them have passed away. Both of them in separate years, but January. My grandfather on my mom's side died in January. Fuck January. I've had 3 grandmothers, 3 grandfathers, 2 dads, a stepmom, a dog, and a whole lot of other extended family and friends pass away. And by the way, as far as the dog, the only tattoo I have is my dog. Everyone sucked. Every time someone passed away, it sucks a lot. You have a hole for whoever it was leaves a gap in you, I guess. And it's really easy to let that loss consume you. It starts, whenever you look back and you think about that person, whoever that was close to you, all you can think is, oh, that sucks that they're gone. I wish I had more time. I wish I could say this to them. I wish this, I wish that. Why are they gone? It's stupid that they died. And it's easy to just let that take over, and to where that's all you think of whenever you think of that person. So I certainly didn't come up here to teach or give any life lessons, because I'm not that guy. But if you do learn anything, try to remember that if you focus too much on missing someone that you love, eventually you're going to forget why you missed them. And to me, in my opinion, that's one of the worst acts of disrespect you can do to someone. So if you've lost someone special to you, and I know it sucks, but if you've lost someone special to you, try to remember the good parts. Think about them making you laugh, or loving you, or doing something really cool, something that makes you smile. Think of that person and think of something that makes you smile. Because that's, anything less it's just disrespectful. And so yeah, I apologize if I seem a little nervous, because I am a little nervous. This is my first time doing this. But thank you guys for listening to me very much. I appreciate it.